Hey, this is Life with Shauna Renee here, back with another video. Like, comment, subscribe. More videos on the way. I'm period. Let's watch the video.
Part 2 about the things that my aunt that I'm staying with is doing to try to provoke me so we can fight and I can end up going to jail. So back in part 1, I was talking about how my friend ended up talking to my aunt, asking where I was and stuff because she was supposed to pick me up so we can go to school together. And okay, after when I came back from school, I talked to my aunt. I was like, hey, I know my friend came over and we were supposed to go to school together so we can get Starbucks. And my aunt cuts me off, Petty cuts me off, and she was like, what did I tell you? And I was like, what? And she was like, when you're over here, do not consider yourself having any friends. I was like, my mom and my uncle said I'm allowed to have friends. And then she was like, no, that's not what they told me. You're not allowed to have friends. Stop trying to argue with me. I was like, what? And she was like, what's wrong with the school bus? I said, nothing is wrong with the school bus. We were just going to go to school together. And it really threw me off because before I came here, New York, I feel like the Bronx is more dangerous than this entire area. Way more dangerous. And I was going to school with my friends. There's nothing wrong with taking a free ride from somebody you go to school with. But Lord knows she was making a big deal out of that one. I was like, you know what? I'm done. So, the conversation was over with, and I just went in my room, and I was just thinking about it. Like, there's no way this woman genuinely does not want me having any friends in this environment whatsoever. You literally take me out from the place that I was born and raised in, the place that I'm used to, and you have me in this whole different environment, a small town at that, and you don't want me having any friends. And it's crazy to me because literally this can literally be the root of depression. This can literally create depression. Maybe I'm dragging it, but like that's just my opinion. So I immediately ended up telling my friends, like, throughout every single weird interaction I've got from this woman, I always told my friends about it every single time. They know every detail, probably more than I even know. And we were like all talking about it, and we were like, yeah, that is so weird. Like, she genuinely does not want you having any friends and stuff. And I told my mom about it. My mom was just like shocked. But like, something I noticed, my mom is always trying to make excuses for her behavior because she so heavily believes like this woman is like a saint. She, like, not a saint, but like this woman doesn't mean any harm and stuff. But like, everybody knows it was weird. So since I've been staying here, my oldest cousin Stacy, she started coming over here to like see me, hang out with me and stuff. And y'all, when I tell you that this woman, Petty, my aunt, her behavior changed so quick towards me every single time she sees me hanging out with her. It was bad. Like, I started noticing that Petty will literally start trying to talk shit about my cousins around me more. Like, talk about how they're like mean to her, evil to her, and she has no bad place in her heart for them, but like they have one-sided beef with her and stuff. And it's just like every single time she would talk about this, I'll be like, that's crazy. Like, wow, that's crazy. Never try to chip in because that's not my beef to be putting my mouth in. So I'm guessing since she's seen like, oh, like whatever she's telling me is not pulling me away from them, that just made her feel some type of way. There was this one day I went out with my cousins, like at what? Like, we left the house at like, I'll say 8, and I ended up coming back at like 10. And basically, nothing happened until like the next day. My aunt just like talked to me, Petty. We're calling my aunt Petty. I keep forgetting so hard that. But she basically confronted me about it, saying, I know what time you came back because I checked the cameras, and I don't care if you're hanging out with your cousins, your friends, or whatever, but you're gonna come back at 7. And that just completely rubbed me off because it's like, girl, okay, friends, okay, I guess that's understandable. You could at least made it to like 8 or even 9, but okay, whatever. But my cousins, no. I wasn't even trying to argue with her. Like, y'all, when I tell you throughout this whole entire time, like, I'm never trying to pick an argument with her. Like, I just be like, okay, whatever, that's that. But still proceed to continue doing it. And the thing is, my uncle knows everything. I always tell him before I do anything, I always text him, I always call him, letting him know what I'm going to do. He doesn't have an issue with anything. It's literally just her. Not even my own mother has a problem with her. It's just her. I also forgot to mention, groceries do not last in this house because there's so many kids that visit like my uncle's other kids, and groceries don't last. So she decided that like she's gonna give me like whenever we would go food shopping, she'll give me a small portion to keep in my room because like, you know, it doesn't last, and I never had to have a chance to like get them before they get downstairs and stuff. So this went on for a while, and there was no issue with it. until like the day our relationship completely ended, and I'm gonna tell y'all that. So basically, my cousin, Stacy, she came over to help me install my wig because she's really good at installing wigs and stuff. She's really good at hair. So she came over to help me, and as we're hanging out and stuff, we go downstairs to get something to eat, and we see my other cousin that I dead forgot what I told y'all his name was, but it's the one that is capable of cleaning and stuff, but he just decides to be lazy. So we see him downstairs, and he has like a bunch of sodas. Mind you, we just bought groceries this morning, and he's just like taking a bunch of them to take it to his room. So Stacy takes one from him and says like, "Thank you." We go back upstairs. She's doing my hair, whatever. Then my aunt, Petty, she comes out her room and goes downstairs to check the kitchen, and she calls me downstairs. She was like, "Nabi, come down right now." I go down, and mind you, midway of me getting my whole entire hair done, like the lace is not even glued on for real. Like, so she asked me like, did you take the rest of the sodas? Did you finish it? I was like, no. And she asked my cousin, like, did you do it? And he lied. He was like, no, I only took one. And I told her like, no, when we went downstairs, I literally seen him take a bunch. And she was like, "Nabi, I know you didn't do it. I seen your cousins come here." And that's when she goes out loud like, "If you come over to this house, do not touch my food. The next time you touch my food, I'm gonna call the police." For the first time ever, my cousin responded back. Mind you, this whole entire time that I've been here, I've literally witnessed countless of times when my aunt provoking my cousins, like every single one of them that does not stay in this house. She's always trying to provoke them. So my cousin snaps back, basically saying ha, and she was like, "Yeah, you can say ha all you want, but like the next time you touch my food, I'm gonna call the police." And my cousin ends up coming out my room and from the top of the stairs, she was like, "You're gonna call the police over food? Like, are you serious? Like, you marry a man with all these damn kids, and you don't want his kids coming over to eat?" And they were going back and forth, and out of nowhere, that's when Petty starts talking about my cousin's mom, saying, "Oh, your mom's and all that type of stuff." And like, I'm just like shocked. We're both shocked because it's like, where is this coming from? And then that's when Stacy just like reversed everything back to her, saying, "No, that's your mom. Your mom is this, your mom is that." And Petty took so much offense to it. Like, she was not just talking about Stacy's mother. And I ended up bringing Stacy to my bedroom and trying to call him down, saying like, "Oh, like it's not worth it, just like leave it alone and stuff." And she was like, "Oh my gosh, she's such a freaking bitch." Next thing you know, Petty barges into my room. Actually, she has a baby on her back, and she was like, "What did you just call me? What did you just call me?" They're back to arguing, and at this point, I'm just sitting down on the side of my bed. I'm just watching this go down on my door frame, and next thing I know, they start fighting, y'all. They literally start fighting, and the baby is still on her back. Go to part 3.
This is crazy. This aunt don't want the best for her niece, and this is how she treating her. Like, if you have a comment for this video, you know what to do. Comment below. This is Life with Shawn Renee, and I'm out. Bye.